Hi, I'm Richard Byrne. In this video, I'm going to show you how to annotate or label images in Google Jamboard. Let's go ahead and take a look at how this works. So I'm logged into my Google account at jamboard.google.com, and I'm going to create a new jam. And then on this new jam, I'm going to add an image. And there are a couple of ways you can add an image. You can set a background and use an image as your background. If you do that though, the image will fill the entire frame, and you might not want to fill the entire frame. You might want to have some space on one side or the other in order to do some writing and some labeling. So I'm going to use the add image function over here, and let's add in this image that I have on my desktop. And when I do so, I can then drag and drop and reposition the image on my Jamboard to make it fit and make it as big or as small as I want. So I'm going to make it about that size for now. You'll see there's also a little menu up here where you can duplicate it if you want to have it twice on the same page. And of course, that's where you can also delete the image. But I now have my image here, and I want to call attention to something in this picture. And so I'm going to use the pen, and let's use a pen color that stands out, like red, and I want to use more of a marker and not just a pen line. I'm going to use red, and I'm going to circle these two items in my image. And I might even draw an arrow like that and like that. And now I want to add some text. So let's add my text box over here. Notice that the number is not the year. And so I'm going to maybe go back over here and further point that out. And I might say over here with my text box again, this placard tells us the car was made in 1931. And let's drag that over and make it a little easier to read. Now you could also do this with sticky notes. You could put a sticky note on here and say the car was made in 1931. The 33 is simply the car's racing number. Click Save. And now we can move that sticky note, make the sticky note big, and use that as our text instead of the simple text boxes. Now, let's say I have a set of images that I want to annotate. Well, I'm going to create another frame, and I'm going to repeat that process. I have another image I want to add. I'm going to drag that on, and we're going to add in this new image. You can see is in more of a portrait mode, more of a portrait layout. And I'm going to click and drag and make that fit. You can see I can even zoom beyond what the frame will allow if I want to. And again, I can just repeat the process of using the drawing tools. Perhaps I'm going to highlight this part. And then I'm going to add a little sticky note and say, what would this cost in today's money? Can you do the inflation calculation? And I'll change out that color just so that I can demonstrate that you can change colors. And I'll make that note a little bit bigger, and then I'll go over here and draw that line to highlight what it is I'm talking about. So that's how you can annotate and label images in Google Jamboard. As always, for more things like this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel or visit freetech4teachers.com.